three-point shooting team. Tonight they're 5 of 18 from three-point range. You made the second one.
You want the good news or the bad news right now with 4:22 left?
Let's go bad news first.
Well, the bad news is that Steph Curry is 1 of 4 shooting and has only 5 points. The good news is you have the lead.
There you go.
Buddy Hield hitting the 3.
Well, again, we've seen this with Steph before. A lot of pressure. They're all focused on him, grabbing the defense. He's trying to make plays for others.
Maybe on Mitchell on Will Richard. Maybe on will
pick up players too. The heat of double team Steph amongst this game. They've tried all kinds of things.
Take the Warriors on the game. It's the upward shooting motion.
Yes.
Someone at home is going, wait a minute, was he in the act of shooting?
Yeah.
Didn't matter, gather dribble.
We've had discussions with officials.
Yeah, we've learned.
Verified
We
this.
don't sound nearly as dumb as I used to.
Well, that's all I have to say with that. You threw me a lot there.
You got me. You just spiked it right back in my face. It was like me laying it up against Khalil Ware. And he just...
At halftime. It seems like this game, it's going to be so hard to get separation.
Wiggins taking a turn on Steph. Steph's in, out, up. He wanted some contact there. Will Richard setting up Al Horford. What a play by the rookie. And there's Florida to Florida. 2 national champs working together.
There you go. It seems like Will Richard just moving at a different speed. Looked like he knew where that was going before anyone else did.
Still got to see the draft boards that had Will Richard go to the 56th pick.
Hell no!
Marquez Jr. missing there. Rebound, Buddy Hield and Jimmy combining. Biggest lead for the Dubs have been 5. Curry bottoms a 3. And now this is the biggest lead.
Well, that's the thing. You feel like you got him bottled up, but as soon as he gets going, you know you can go nuclear. You're always on the edge.
Marquez Jr. He hits the triple. Jaime Jaquez with 8 off the bench. The bench is 21-19 in favor of the Warriors. We've talked about the depth of both these teams. Steph made 1, Steph made 2. And Horford did his Draymond impersonation with a high screen.
They set up as high as possible. They're in drop coverage. You don't know who that is. That's Stephen Curry. You got to get out there.
Tecchio on the baseline. Davion Mitchell. Lob inside to Adebayo. Bam! Missed the dunk. Missed the tip, and the Warriors are fortunate. How did he not come up with a way with a basket? And Jimmy Butler taking time. There's a Warrior 4-point swing.
And Jimmy Butler is going to find a way to power up. And they had the defense pretty lifted there. You know where Jimmy Butler is running, straight to the basket.
Butler with 15. Wiggins putting it up and in.
That's why I always say, like, playing off at 2 feet, you see the way he came to a jump stop there? You got a lot of options if you do that.
Close out on Buddy Hield, so Buddy drives. Horford open 3. Rattled that one out. Adebayo with a rebound. It's been a great NBA game. Wiggins has 15. Jimmy has 15. Good shooting both ways as Wiggins rocks into another 3. Stun and amaze your friends. The best 3-point shooter in the 4th quarter in the NBA in the entire league is Andrew Wiggins. And Buddy Hield working the baseline.
They just forgot about Buddy Hield. Fell asleep on the backside. Warriors will take that.
Wiggins shoots 56% on 3s in the 4th quarter. Steph's got 7 assists.
I was just about to say that.
Adebayo, corner 3. Tecchio the rebound. And he's going to come. And he was fouled.
Took advantage of that. And then he's passing. If you don't like the 3 balls, you don't like him scoring as much as he does, he's seeing his teammates, he has vision, he's finding guys, dropping dimes.
Wiggins with 18 in the first half. We go against a good friend in Moody. Missed that 3. Moses didn't let him get by him. Wing post, wing 3 on the way. Got it! Post is 3 for 3 on 3s.
Yeah, he's been due for a game.
Steph knocked it away. It'll be Heat. No! Daniel Scott says Warrior ball.
Look at Steph. Like, yes, it was off of him. And Spoelstra's like, how are we turning the ball over this much? We don't do this. This is not us.
Final 43 ticks. Leading by 8 here. Jimmy going to play that clock game. Moody, that's the 2 for 1. about a 9-second difference. So Moody's shot was the free one. Or you should have the final possession of the half. Hopkins putting it up and in. So now about a second difference. Can't quite freeze it out, but you can shoot it right at the very end. And the worst you would have is a 6-point lead. Now the Heat do have a foul to give.
Run it all the way down.
Mitchell thought about fouling Steph. Skip pass over to Moody. Hopkins running at him. Post went around out of Bio. He traveled. He had the right idea, just to shuffle the feet.
It was interesting. You missed Steph relocating right. And it hasn't been for lack of defense. Both teams have been working hard. You're trying.
And now 4.9 of defense needed. Norman Powell going to play beat the clock at 3. Powell driving. And Powell ends the half. Just by not handling the clock.